face me?
Yeah, you can face there. Hello, today we are going to do Hatha yoga with a bit of Vinasana and some Pilates movements. So we'll start the class by sitting in Japanese style and we'll just take a moment here. While we're here, we'll do some breathing exercises. So breathe in, bring in your shoulders and breathe out. Breathe in, 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 breathe out. And one more time, breathe in, bring in your shoulders, breathe out. While we're here, we'll get onto our toes. Can you feel, and then your bottom onto the heels. Can you feel the stretch? It's quite a strong stretch, yes?
Yes.
Yeah.
My toes.
Yeah. And we'll stay here for just a few moments. Now we'll drop the toes and we'll go into a child's pose. So just bringing your hands in and you can even separate your knees like that. Do you feel it better? That's very good. And now we can take your arms to the right. Very good. And we'll just stay here for a few moments. And now we'll take them to the left. And we'll just stay here also for a few moments. And now we'll come into cat-cow. So, yes, bring in your hands, shoulder width apart. And now we want to inhale, bringing your back in, and then exhaling out. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Now what we want to do is bring out our leg, and this is called fire extinguisher. So with our right leg, we do this, and you get a bit of a burn, and then drop it down. And then we'll do that to the other leg. And then if you want more, the option is to spread your leg and then do a little twirl. And if you can, bring it higher, but if that's uncomfortable, you can remain in the fire extinguisher actual pose. Now we'll do this a couple of times. It's quite a strong movement. Feel it there. And we'll do this 3 more times. So one more time on the right. And now we'll jump into the top of our mat with our toes together, and we're going to do a Hatha sun salutation. So you bring your hands up and then bring them down into Uttasana. And then this one's a bit different. So with your right leg, bring that down, drop the knee, and then bring your face up. This is very traditional, and then we'll do something a bit more with some movement later. Then drop your knee like this, and then into cobra, and then into our downward facing dog. This is our first downward dog for today. So we'll stay here for a moment, so walk out the legs. And we'll just take a moment here once you finish walking them out. Yes, that's very good. Good job. So once we've done that, we'll do jump in to the top of our mat, our feet touching, bring our hands out. And this time with the other leg, we'll go down into Vasasana. And there's no halfway lift in the Hatha Sundar Salutation. I will bring this leg back, the other leg, good job. Yep, drop the knee, and then keep your hands down. And then we'll bring both our knees together into our Cobra or our Vinasana. And then into our downward facing dog. We're a bit more warmed up now, so we'll jump into a quicker sun salutation. Now we'll bring our hands up and then back down, and then we'll drop our right knee. This time we'll bring our arms up and then back down. Both drop out, both back our knees into our cobra. And then back into our downward facing dog. The Hatha is very old. So all other forms of yoga came from the Hatha. So in these traditional summer salutations, like it hasn't got the flow, but it's good to know. And we'll do other salutations in a sec. And then now we'll jump both our feet to the top of the mat, and we'll do the other side. So inhale, keep your feet together if possible, and then exhale. Then bring out our other leg, drop the knee, and then drop into cobra. Very good. Then back into our downward facing dog. We just walk out the hips a little bit. And then we'll just jump in to, now we're going to do a Vinasana sun salutation. So this one's a bit more quicker and a bit more flow. Please keep your feet together if possible. And then so you want to inhale, exhale. This time we can add a halfway lift and then back down. Jump, skip or hop. And then into our Vinasana, so into our cobra. Then back into our downward facing dog. And if you want a bit more stretch, bring your right hand to your other leg. Good job. If you want a bit more, you can drop it a bit, but this is very good. Nice. Now we'll jump into the top of the mat and we'll do another sun salutation. So breathe in and then exhale. Jump, skip or hop. and then into our cobra, then back into our downward facing dog, and then with the opposite hand, if you want, you can bring that to your other leg. And then we'll jump into another sun salutation. So then inhale, hands and feet, hands touching, and then exhale, halfway lift, then back down into a plank. While we're in plank, we can do some mountain climbers. So with your right leg, go to your elbow, and then to the other one, we'll just do 4 here, just to warm up the body. And then into cobra, into our downward facing dog. Now we're going to try something, if you like guys, a bit more challenging. This is called wild thing. So try to give yourself a bit of space. So with your right leg, bring that up, and then you want to twist, and then come onto your other foot. Yep, and then stretch up like that. Yep, or vertical, horizontal, however you feel today. And then with your right leg, we can do a dragon lunge. Cool. My yoga is quite fast. Yes. But now you can feel this under your hamstrings. And then we'll come into another sun salutation. So inhale, exhale, jump, skip or hop. And now we can do some mountain climbers again. So with our left foot to that side, to the opposite side, to this side, to that side, into our cobra, then back into our downward facing dog. And now on our opposite leg, we can do wild thing. So we'll come up to the 3-legged dog for just a little bit. Wow, so flexible. And now we can drop that leg and come into wild thing. So yes, we can bring your hands forward or bring it horizontal. The option is there. And now we'll come into the lizard lunge. Very good. And if you want more stretch, this is a complete option. You can always drop down to your elbows, or you can drop your leg and you can grab it like this. There are so many options. So do whatever feels comfortable with what your body is today. And we'll just take a moment here. And from here, we'll come into another sun salutation. So bring your hands up, inhale, please keep your feet together if possible, and then exhale. Halfway lift, back down into Uttasana, and then jump, skip or hop, back to your mat, into the plank position. And if you really want a challenge, you can go into an X-band push-up. But that's completely your choice. And we can stay here for a moment, up to a few breaths. And then from plank position, bring your right leg, and then we'll go into a quick pigeon. And then if you want more stretch, the options are you can come down onto your elbows, or you can always grab your leg, and if you want a bit more, you can go into the king pigeon, which is both hands. That is completely up to you. Yes, this is very good. If you like, you can bring your hands out, but it's completely up to you. And you can bring this leg up if you like.
That's not
That's just like what you have to do. And then we can bring our feet back in together, like so, and we can do another sun salutation. Good job. So we can inhale, exhale, halfway lift, and then back down, jump, skip or hop. And now we can take a chaturanga and then into our cobra, and then into our downward facing dog, and with the other leg we can come into pigeon. Beautiful. We'll stay here for a moment. Okay, we'll come into a downward facing dog. And we want to bring our right leg back into the three-legged dog, if possible. Nice. And then we'll bring that in, come into warrior one. Very good. And if you want, you can bend your leg. And then we'll bring in our heels and toes, and we'll do another sun salutation. So inhale, exhale, halfway lift, and then back down, jump, skip or hop, and then we can go into a chaturanga, into our cobra, into our downward facing dog. And then with the other leg, we can bring this up into three-legged dog. Very good. Yep, you can just square your hips a bit, but that's really good. And then while we're here, into our warrior one, bring that down. Your foot in between your hands if possible, and then like this. Are you feeling a bit warmer? Awesome. So from here, we can go into triangle pose. So then this hand, our left hand in between our toes, if possible. Yeah. And then your head looking at your other foot. And if you want, you can put your hands into a blind, which I can't do, but it's okay. Oh, there you go. And now we can go to the other side like this. You can even bend your knee so you can get a bit of a bounce. And then we can go into Trikonasana like this. And then if you want a bit more of a challenge, you can always go into a bind. Oh, very good. I need to have a strap when I do that. And then we can come into a set, like over onto this side. Like if you face me.
Face you again.
Yeah, face me again. And then we can go into a warrior three, which is like this. You can either have your hands like forward or onto the side like an aeroplane, or even you can have your hands down. But try to kick your leg. There's many options here. Oh yes, and you can use a mudra, which is like putting your hands in prayer. And then we can do this to the opposite leg, like so. Aeroplane wings, or you can bring your hands out. The complete choice is yours. So now we'll put into our standing feet together, and we're going to do Riktasana, which is tree pose. So with our right leg, we can put that onto our thigh, and you can put your hands into a mudra, into prayer, or behind your back, or up, like this, and you can make it very challenging, and look up to the sky. And we'll stay here for a moment. Okay, we can put our hands down and put our feet together. And now we can do it to our other leg, which is this leg, our left leg. Very good. If you like, you can put your foot to your thigh, but if you feel comfortable being there, you can. And you can have your hands into prayer, or put your hands up, or look to the sky. Completely yours. Did you have a good shower? Maybe bridal shower?
That was last one.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Bumps down somewhere as well.
Awesome.
It's been a lot of partying, that's for sure.
And now we'll come back into standing, and then we can advance the pose, and you can grab your leg, and then you can put it to your thigh, and then you can put one hand up, like this. It's completely you. And if you want more, you can dangle your hands down. It's completely your practice. There's no right or wrong pose here. It's just what you want to do today. What your body feels comfortable with. And then we'll put our leg down, and then we'll bring our other leg up like this, if you like, or you can stay in your tree pose from before, and then you can bring your hand into prayer, and you can even bring both hands into prayer if you like. The choice is yours. Oh, very good. With the Hatha Yoga, there is less transitioning, so it's more focused on certain poses, but we're coming to the last 15 minutes of the class, and I'm going to add in some Pilates if you like. So now we want to come down onto our back. And we're going to get ready for hero's pose. So if you like, you can bring this leg back like that and lay back if your body allows it. Or you can stay up here with your elbows. You're good? Yeah. So if you feel comfortable there, you can. Or you can lay all the way back like this. So with your right foot, you can bring that out, wiggle your feet. You can wiggle your toes, do what your body wants. And then with the other leg, we can stretch this one back and then you can lay back like that. Or if your body doesn't allow that, you can stay here on your elbows. It's completely your choice. This is a hard pose, so it's good to warm up your body. Yeah, in like, I think 4 weeks, I'm going to teach yin. I did a yin class yesterday. I was like, fuck man, this is so boring. I was thinking to myself what else I could be doing in this hour. Hatha's okay. They normally call this like a balance and stretch class. And then with our other leg, we'll bring this out. We can wiggle our feet like so, wiggle our toes, and then we can go into the full pose like this. So bring both your heels together, sit Japanese style, and then you can slowly grab your like right elbow to the left, to the floor, and then your other one, and then you can bring your hands back. And then you're in hero's pose. I can't do the complete pose where you bring the knees in, but this is good enough today. Just do what your body is comfortable with. And we'll stay here for a few moments. Now we'll slowly come out with our right hand to our right foot, and then we'll bring our feet out like this, and we'll shake them out. Now we'll get into something a bit more tricky. This is called Navasana, which is boat pose, and we'll do a few reps here. So if you bring your feet out like this and your hands out like that, and we can go into boat for a few moments. And then if you want more of a challenge, you can go into more boat. And you can always have your knees bent, or you can have them straightened. Or if you want more, you can come into the lower boat. And if you want more than that, you can always rock. But I think we'll be here today.
I love axes, seriously.
Do you want a massage?
I've been doing the massage.
Okay, we'll bring our feet down. And this is a bit more advanced pose. So we're getting warmed up for wheel pose. So we'll just do a bridge, and we'll stay here for a moment. Keep your legs about shoulder widths apart, and we push together. Oh, very good. That's good. I like the mudra. Very good.
Oh, thank you.
And then back down. And we'll do that for another rep. This really activates your glutes. And then back down. And if you like, we can bring it up and you can go into a wheel pose. And if you want a bit more, you can come onto your tippy toes like this. And if you want more than that, you can bring your leg up like that. And then back down. And now we'll try to do some quick Pilates before our final Shavasana. So we can bring our feet together like this. And this is a Pilates movement. And you want to bring it up like that, like a bridge. Yep. Can you feel that in your glutes?
Yep.
Yep. Is it a nice burn?
It's nice.
Yep. And keep it up if you can. And if you want a bit more, you can pulse. Pulse. Can you feel that?
Yeah, it was good. It's nice for
And we'll just stay here for a bit. That's why I like the hot Pilates. I get like so many ideas.
Yeah. Oh, that's good, man.
Because no one's really mixing like Vinasana with Pilates. Because if someone here is struggling, they can always go into just the bridge pose. You know? There's like always an option. And then we'll bring that back down. Give our legs a bit of a shake. And then we'll separate our legs like this. And then we'll come in and we can grab our toes like so. And if you're at home with two other people, you can grab both of the hands and you can rock in and out, giving each other a quite nice stretch. And then if you want a bit more, you can put your hands onto your middle of your heels, like so. Very good. And then we can come into the middle like this, and we'll do some, and we'll just shake it out, like so, loosening up the hamstrings. And then now we'll roll onto our back and we can do like just some 10 heel kicks. So with your right leg, bring that up and then catch it. And we'll just count to 10 like this. Catch it each one. So this is my fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, 9, 10. And then you can reach your legs like this, and we'll just go into banana asana. So with your hands, just grab your head like so, like a sit-up, and then just move to the right like that, and then rest there. Or if you want to be a bigger banana, you can reach your hands out like this, and that's banana asana. And we'll just stay there for a moment. Very good. And we'll stay there. You're a big banana. And then if you like, you can move it to the other side. Very good. There is no right or wrong posture. This is getting you ready for your final Shavasana. So if you like, you can stay in Shavasana or you can stay in a seated meditation like this, or into a philosopher's pose like so and like so. Thank you for joining me for a 45-minute class. Namaste. Very good.
Well done.
You can shut that off. How did you feel? Like, because I had to do a bit of hupper, but like it felt like some sort of a decent workout as well. Yeah.
Yeah, it was great.
Really enjoyed it.